Hey guys, it's Heather. I want to talk to you today about something that I learned about being a mom that helped me a lot. You know, I've mentioned I have 4 boys and they range from 24 down to 5. But something that was really, I learned it with my first one, is when they got to about that middle school age, 7th grade, 8th grade, they kind of want to go off on their own. You don't see them hanging out downstairs as much or in the family area with you, and it was really hard for me. I didn't know what to do with that, and so I got the best advice once time, and I want to share it with y'all because it has made a difference. It's looked different for each one of my kids, but I thought I would shoot it right here in Campbell's room for a good demonstration. But what I've figured out is after dinner time, in middle school, from school till dinner, I kind of let them have their space. And then after dinner, sometime before I would go to bed, I always went to wherever they were. And I just tried to enter their world, but not in a mom way. You know, for one of my sons, he was always watching sports. And so, you know, what I would do is just go sit down and watch sports with him. And sometimes we would have conversations and sometimes we wouldn't. But it always did my mama heart good, and I would like to think that they enjoyed a little bit of company too. But one of the things I did that was outside of my comfort zone, or it used to be, now it's not, is 2 of them were more into video games. And so I just started coming in while they were playing video games, and I just sit down and watch. And I actually learned a little bit about video games, but I learned a lot about them. And, you know, we didn't have any, I didn't go in there with an agenda. I didn't go in there to have a lecture or anything. I just went to be in their world for a little bit. And because their world mattered to me, and I wanted to see what it was like, and I wanted to spend time with them, but not in a forced way. You know, middle school is a hard enough time to be a kid, but I just wanted to be a part of their day, a part of their world. And I just learned that joining them where they are is the best way to get connection. And sometimes there was really cool conversations and it was really meaningful, and other times it was just 15 minutes of sitting here watching them play video games. But I was just very intentional about trying to spend time with them and what they were doing, instead of trying to always get them to come do what I was doing for the time. And so I hope that helps you. You know, I don't have girls, so I don't really know how to enter into that world. I'm assuming it would be makeup and clothes and all that. But for boys, it's been really helpful to me as a mom, at least, to get into whatever they're into, and have those things in common. So try to be intentional and spend time with your kids where they're at, especially in those middle school years. I think it's really crucial. That's a point where, you know, they're maturing and they want some independence, and they should get their independence. But you don't want them to be by themselves all the time. You still want to have connection with them. And you know, I've got 3 that are past middle school now, 1 to go, and all 3 of them, I can say we have conversations and talk about things now down the road that started in conversations then, and I'd like to say because I showed interest in what they were doing. And so give that a try. Spend some time with your kids intentionally, especially in that middle school era. Don't let them go off and isolate themselves all the time. They do need some isolation, but they also need to feel you interested in what they're interested in.